Hi, guys, and good evening. Welcome back to Marantz Rants. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. I've been busy all week. I've been grinding and I've been watching the stocks going crazy. And I'm not only talking about GameStop, I'm also talking about my Costco stock. And that's like a history lesson for me. So if you guys want to follow me here, we'll talk about it. First, let's go ahead and talk about GameStop for a second. Right now at $16.69, it picked up today, had a really good day today. But if you remember back in March timeframe, right before earnings, GameStop was at the same price it is now. And then it jumped through the roof and then it came back down and they just had to attack it all the way through. But no news. There's been nothing really to get you to think that the company's not great. The balance sheet's phenomenal. For the last 2 quarters, they've posted about negative $5 million loss off of $2 billion worth of sales, over $2 billion worth of sales. So to lose $5 million operationally just means they're doing good business. Eventually, that's going to catch up to you because these are the months where you're supposed to lose money. Quarter two, quarter three, they're not necessarily the money-making quarters. Like most retail companies, it's seasonal. So the seasonality of the stock and or of just doing sheer business is reflective of what the chart is going to tell you. So when I look at Costco, it's no different. This is Costco. And I know these are apples and oranges right now because people like to say, well, Costco's one of the best companies in the last 40 years. Well, I know that, but I've seen it firsthand because I've been there for over a decade. And I see the stock right now. If you guys remember, I bought it in March. It was around 480, 490 when I bought it. And I told everyone, I said, I see it picking up from here on out because just if you look at it here, the chart told me so. So the chart was ripping real high previous year, ripped real low right after, consolidation, and then, of course, that wedge of this went ahead and had a break to the upside. And why? Because it's always going to break up and to the right. It's Costco, right? So the craziest part is for people not to understand what evaluations are for a company like this. I'll give you this example. Costco from March of this year all the way to December, which is our Santa Claus rally right now is what I see on the whole market. $75 billion worth of equity has been pumped into this stock. You cannot justify $75 billion increase on market cap. It's not possible. Not for what it is and for what it does, as far as profits being brought in and or cash on hand. But I'm telling you what I've said before, certain things get priced in. Earnings are tomorrow for Costco, and I'm sure they're going to be positive, about 6 or 7%, and maybe they net that profit. Maybe it's getting priced in now to get chopped down tomorrow. Maybe they make an announcement they're going to do a special dividend coming up, or if they make the announcement that they're upping the price of the membership itself, that dollar hits the straight bottom line, about $1 billion worth of profit evenly. But here's the problem. None of that justifies $75 billion worth of market swing. Not within 9 months. But no one's up in arms. No one's screaming to the roof. No one's pissed off. But yet if GameStop makes a $5 move, people right away, well, this is unjustified and it's not worth that much. No. Companies are worth a lot. Depending on what you'll pay for them is one thing. But then once you see the X factor, you tell me, okay, I'm going to help you out here. Now, I know a lot about retail, but tell me how Costco goes from being $4.80 a share, and in the 9 months that passes, they're down on e-commerce sales, their CEO retires, and their board of director, Charlie Munger, dies. One of the board of directors. You tell me where all that culture, where the business model goes sideways. Negative news, you could say, and or just a passing of the guard, but tell me how that justifies $75 billion worth of equity to be pumped into the stock. But we can go ahead and do the same in reverse with GameStop. GameStop has the best CEO possible named, working for free. They have a balance sheet that has been flipped from negative $360 million last year to now negative $8 million trailing 12. It's a $300 million swing. They're going to show profits for quarter four. They're going to be positive, and even Wall Street's pricing in their positive annual balance sheet and income statement. Cash flows are positive. They don't have a negative. All of these great things are named for GameStop. And you're going to tell me it's overvalued? Well, then what the hell's Costco? Because nothing's changed over the last 2 years from Costco then to Costco now. Same people, same business plan, same model. No increases. Matter of fact, diminished margins. I can justify Costco's price, right? I can justify Apple's price, Microsoft's price. But you can't tell me GameStop's only worth $15. It's not even possible. Because it's what? A float of 300 million? Pre-split $60 a share? That's what it's worth to some people? I think it's worth a whole lot more. And it can happen that fast. 9 months worth of nothing got Costco $75 billion worth of market. GameStop's going to do what when people figure out what it is? I think about it all the time. I brainstorm. I just go in here and I try to break it all up. I went into the S&P 400 mid-cap and I saw all these companies. I saw companies that were killing it, guys. I said, wow, so they should be in the S&P 500. Aside from the 10 that I saw that were terrible in the S&P 500, they need to come out. Then you go and look. I said GoDaddy. I said Crocs. I've looked at it. I said, okay, when we can beat the Gap. I had a whole list here. Is it sitting in front of me? Let's see. Gap, Macy's, Planet Fitness, Crocs, Oshkosh, PVH Corp, Floor & Decor, Dick's, Vail Resorts, Wingstop, Mattel, GoDaddy, Graco, whatever the hell that is, Burlington, and Five Below. I go and look up all those, and they're all propped up on loaned out money where they owe billions of dollars worth of equity and long-term loans, and or they have goodwill where they picked up some assets along the way. And then I tell you, what the hell is GameStop going to do? Going to blow past every single one of those guys. And it could be 9 months like Costco just did it, or it could be a year or 2 or 3. I'm just letting you know, things happen fast. Things happen fast. So today something happened. Today GameStop went up. It was at $3.8 billion worth of market cap 2 weeks ago. It is now at 5+. And we'll keep going. And we'll keep going because they're going to find out what the value is, what the profits are, what the annual profits are. You know how many guys I talk to, guys? I talk to so many people that have wealth. Let me tell you, I talk to millionaires every day. I look in the mirror. No, but check this out. I literally talk to them and say, man, what are you going to buy? What are we going to talk? We talk stock all day. We just happen. As we're working too, or on our breaks, whatever. Hey, what'd you buy? What do you have? We'll pull it up. Let me see what you got. And one of my buddies comes in, and I go, hey, he goes, Marantz, you still buying GameStop? I said, yeah, I'm buying GameStop. He goes, look at Costco, man. It's through the roof. I go, of course. I buy Costco every week, every month, I have automatic, right? Auto buy. So I'm good for a share a month, basically, aside from the ones they give me. But hey, I've been working there over 120 months. I've been working there a long time, actually. And I get paid a lot. And every now and then I buy a little bit more than that. So if I'd like to this year, March, I bought 40 shares. I felt good about it. I was like, yeah, I think it's going to be okay. You go look, I'm up like $7,000 on it. But think about this. I talked to him. I said, hey, I'm buying GameStop. And he goes, no way, man. You're buying GameStop? He's like, I looked at the ratios and I looked at no. Wall Street has it listed as a sell. It's not a buy. No, strong or a hold or a sell. And they haven't been profitable. They missed with their negative EPS. They don't even make a profit. No, I'd never buy that. You know how many people trade like that? How many people just look at statistics and go, that's what I'm invested in because of these reasons? Those are the people that are late to everything. Those are the guys that don't do the due diligence that we do. They don't even know who the CEOs are of the companies they buy. They don't know the board of directors. They don't know what they're doing with their money, what they're invested in, what their age is, what's behind working for GameStop for free and why. Oh no, you need C-suite. I was told this. You need a C-suite. By the meltdowners themselves. And a lot of you guys in this channel know who the meltdowners are. And if you guys don't know who the meltdowners are, it's a subreddit for GameStop called the GME Meltdown. They thrive on GameStop's failure. And they make comments and they'll tell you it's all digital. They only make money on used video games and nobody buys them. And then next thing you know, they're never going to make a profit. Next thing you know, well, they're going to make a profit. Oh, well, hold on. They're never going to, oh, well, hold on. They're never. And GameStop keeps beating them up. and the fundamentals keep settling in. It's just a short squeeze. Why is anybody involved for fundamentals? It's crazy. Nobody would hold this stock for 3 years. Plus, really? I only tell you all these things because for those guys in those failed subreddits and those guys with those discords that want to create this environment that no one wants to listen to, where they're like, yeah, you know what, Marantz was wrong, or he is wrong, and we should be making money off of calls and selling puts and playing derivatives. And I'm just like, that doesn't make any sense to me either, because I'm invested for the longest run of them all, and that's the way I look at the company. And I'm like, I have to look. I'm like, everyone just writing covered calls? Are they all hoping that the stock just stays stagnant and it never spikes? Like, if you wrote covered calls on Costco, just think about this for a second, okay? I'm going to help you guys with this. Let's just say I'm a Costco guy through and through. All I do is stack Costco. It's a stock that no one sells. It's a stock that everyone holds. And let's just say it was October and I wanted to write some calls for all the shares I have. And the stock price was at $5.40, which is already up $50 over the last 6 months. And I say, you know what? It's already went up $50 a share. It's cool. That was a hell of a run because the $50 is 10%. It's not going any higher. I'm going to write some covered calls for Christmas. I'm going to get paid off this premium. So October comes and you write these covered calls. Within 2 months, the stock goes $100. And you lost it all. It got assigned. You're out of it and you can't catch it. Was it worth it for me to hold these damn shares for 10 years like I have? Like what I'm right? No. Or do I believe in the company forever? And I believe in my bull thesis, right? Like it's that good. That's how I view GameStop. The same way I view Costco stock is the same way I view GameStop. Look at this. It was down here at $5.40 in October. You write covered calls, you say, you know what, I'm safe because I've had this stock for so long. It doesn't move like that. People don't sell it. It doesn't run. And guess what it does? Boom. And I lose 10 years of investing all to make a quick, just one contract, I'm going to make 60 grand, right? Oh my God, I'm going to make 60 grand or I'm going to make 55 grand selling the contract, whatever, because they get assigned and that's what I get paid out on. 55 grand. I would have lost 10 grand on just the one contract. For every contract I write, I would have lost 10 grand 2 months later for each contract. I'll let you know why I don't write contracts for GameStop. Because something like this is going to happen one day. And when it happens off fundamentals and it happens that way, this is why I talk to you guys about this stuff. I don't play the derivatives game. I don't gamble with my life savings. I don't gamble with what I feel is going to be worth more than what I paid for it. For some of these cats that are way up there, they bought it for $40, $30, and they can't average down, and they're like, man, I'm just going to let my calls, pay for me. My premium's going to pay me back over the whole year, the 2 years, whatever. Okay, you can risk it all. This is a quality conversation for a lot of you guys out there in Discord and or in Twitter. And you guys just want to talk about how you make money off the stock market. Go ahead. I don't make money off the stock market. That's not what I'm here to do. I invest my money in quality things, and those quality things in turn hold my value and my wealth. When I die, they'll figure it out. They'll be like, yo, Pops had this. That's it, man. I'm simple. I don't need any of the money I'm putting in. I don't need a new pool. I don't need new cars. I don't need new shoes. I go to work for my money. And when I get that money, I take a good portion of it and I park it. That's all I do. Let me be me. You do you, I'll do me. But I promise you, if I would have listened to half you cats in the Discord, I wouldn't have Costco shares today because it all would have got assigned. Right there on the run of the last 2 months. And let this be a lesson to everybody. When you think you know value and you think you see it, just know the stock market can do something that you don't think it can do. Those runs that you can't even factor in, they can happen. And they will happen fundamentally. There's nothing out there. There was no news. There was no announcements for Costco to go up $75 billion worth of market cap in the last, 6 months, 9 months. Nothing. No catalyst. If anything, it was negative news. So let's reverse that with GameStop and understand what I'm saying. Write your calls, guys. Have fun with it. When you get caught with your pants down, don't be embarrassed. It's not cold outside. You just don't have it. Anyway, It's a Sunday conversation. Nope. It's a Thursday night conversation or Wednesday night conversation. I don't know what day it is anymore. I'm so busy. I'm working so much. Listen, my plan is to go live tomorrow, or I'm sorry, Friday. I'm going to go live Friday at some point in the morning. I will go live. We'll watch the markets. We'll see where it closes. I think we'll have some retraction back from this Costco price after earnings. I don't know how they hold up this high. I think they're pricing in the good earnings, and then they can just retract down from 650-ish, come on back down to around 620, and now you got a new all-time high anyway at the end of the week. It wouldn't matter. Remember, the all-time high was 613 about a year ago. So now it's 642, and what do? You still don't write. You don't write those covered calls. That's just me. I learned a lot. Investing with some smart people. If you're a day trader, guys, don't worry. Every day trader loses. They don't win, just like gambling fiends. All those professional gamblers, they don't win. They don't win either. You might have a good run here and there, but they don't win in the long run. They lose a lot more than just money. Anyway, guys, anything else for me, or can I go? Am I able to go now? Cool. All right, I hope the conversation made sense. If it doesn't, well, then maybe you're just not meant to be here. I'm going to tell you something. My son, I was actually talking to my son today in the truck, and I'm only going to say this part because one day he'll watch these videos. That's a message from my boy. He's my youngest son. I have an older son. I have 3 daughters. And I said, we were talking. He's like, hey, Dad, your YouTube's pretty fun. He's like, it's pretty funny. He's like, I hear some of your clips, or I hear you in the room and you're talking. He's like, but Dad, you could be like really good at YouTube if you talked about something else, something that people wanted to hear about. Nobody cares about GameStop. Nobody cares about the stock market. He said that, and I said, hey, son, that's not what I'm here for. I'm here for education, and I enjoy what I do. It's a big difference. Son, I'm telling you, through this video and what I've told you in person, find value in what you want to do. And when it makes you happy, it doesn't matter the outcome out there. It's all in here. You can't eat it, you can't spend it, but you can sleep on it. GameStop, can't stop, won't stop, GameStop. We're always going to be here, millionaires. And to my son, I love you. Peace.